Equalities. Our third series brings the voices of people living with chronic health conditions in Scotland to the fore. In the face of health inequalities and the challenges their health conditions can present, Scotland's minor movers are finding ways to make meaningful movement happen.
Movement for Health is delighted to be in Crieff today at the Richmond House Care Home. I'll be talking with residents, staff and family members about meaningful movement, what movement means to them, what movement looked like perhaps when residents were younger, and how they move now around the care home and this beautiful garden that they have on offer. Susie, thank you for talking to me on this beautiful sunny day. Can you just tell us a little bit about yourself? Just introduce yourself and your role at Richmond House.
Well, my name's Susie Kelly. I'm the Wellbeing Coordinator at Richmond House. I've been with Richmond House for 20 years nearly in September, and I've done the activity role for about 13 years now.
And what does the activity role look like?
It looks like a number of things. We do so much. It's a cracking job. The variety's great and you get something different every day, which is lovely. We do all sorts. We do bingo, cooking, knitting, loads of exercise. We do competitions. We've entered the flower show last year, so we're working on doing that again this year. We've got the dahlias in ready.
Well, yes, I've already seen the dahlias. I'm already
so,
jealous.
Yeah, the residents love to be creative with things, and you know, they do enjoy the garden.
Is it quite resident-led? Like,
yeah,
what
there's
they
a
like
lot
to do?
resident-led. We always ask, like, what do you want to plant this year? And it's always stuff to make a pot of soup.
Yeah,
So,
very
and
good.
we have some cracking family members here.
We're looking to talk to people about with Movement for Health is what movement looks like for people at different ages and stages, at different abilities. And what I thought would be really interesting to talk about would be something about residents that perhaps were very active are now not as active or not able to be as active in the same ways, but are still able to and enjoy things. So I wondered if you could give us, you've said exercise quite a lot, but in terms of like meaningful movement for the residents, what do you see or what have you experienced in your
meaningful
role?
movement is obviously person-centred,
Very.
different for everybody. So at the beginning of the year, we usually set ourselves some goals. It's your goals and aspirations. Everybody's still got dreams and things they want to do. So some have set themselves, you know, I want to live to 100. And I says, well, to do that, you need to be pretty fit, you know. So they set themselves small challenges. So that can be building up to walking from the lounge to the beginning of the garden. And then we use the posts that go around, you know.
The strength and balance.
The strength and balance posts. So then they can build on their own goal. They get a sense of achievement, speaking to families and getting the insight into what makes each person tick, their kind of music, their kind of goal, what they would like to do, you know. And then it's something that they're achieving themselves. They get a great sense of self-worth. And that's what we're here for. We're here to make every person feel as good as they can.
I was working with a care home a few years ago, not far from here, and we did a lot of proxy walks where the coordinator, some of the care staff team would chat to the residents that they were living with dementia specifically about what they remembered about walking or walking locally, and they tried to identify a familiar space or walk for that resident, and then the carer would go on the walk, take pictures along the way, and then make a little like photo album, sit and go through the walk with them, and they had really crystal clear conversation.
It's lovely.
And it evokes that memory of that space for people, which I thought was really, really powerful. Wondered if you tried anything like that here.
We're working with Dalnaglar Care Home, Oakbank and the Birches in Crieff. The four of us are doing a walking challenge for Walking Month. So we chatted with the residents and they're like, oh, I used to hill climb, and we thought, well, we'll pick one of the near ones. So we're doing Ben Vorlich, and we've got the big picture of Ben Vorlich. We've got a wee hiker that moves. We've set ourselves very realistic goals
Yep.
of like 1,000 steps between staff and residents a day. And what it is just building on, making it mindful for everybody. Oh, we've got to get to the top and back down. We move it up with wee dots. There's a nature book of what you might see, because a lot of people are into nature and trees and,
Lovely,
what
yes.
can you expect to see.
Identifying.
Yeah. So it's been great. There's a lot of chat around walking, and we're going to go round everyone, see what their favourite walk is.
Okay.
And there's a few that just love Crieff, so that's why we thought we'll do the photos of Crieff, so as you walk you'll see different landmarks around Crieff, and then you get a whole new chat, a whole new activity, as well as doing your exercise at the same time.
And try and stay connected to
Yeah,
those
there's
spaces, even if you can't
100%.
go up them, your mind can still go up there.
When we go on bus trips, we see different places, and we're always chatting. And the next one we're going to is Glen Eagles to see the falconry. So I mean,
wow.
that's a whole new experience on the outdoors. We want to give them new things as well as things they've done, and it's all about doing our best for everybody.
How important is it to have this space? You have such a lovely outdoor
This is the most
space here.
incredible
It's
addition.
lovely and enclosed.
Yeah.
The bird song is so special, and you can't hear I don't hear any road noise or anything like that.
No.
How do the residents use the space?
Well, I was here before this garden was here, and we used to only be able to sit out the front, and I mean just sit. There wasn't any place to go, and then this came in and it just opened up a whole new world. The doors are open, they can come in and out, they can have a period of quiet, because not everyone's used to communal living. They don't want noise all the time. They want to take themselves away and have a relaxing time, and they can.
Do you have a favourite spot?
My favourite spot's probably the apple trees. I love the apple trees.
Yeah.
Because they give me activity from about August till October. They're my bread and butter up there.
What do you do with the apples?
We do cookery clubs, and we stew them, we roast them, we paint them, we do.
Yeah, everything you can
But
possibly
our
imagine.
famous apple chutney, is probably the best thing. And it's always a hit at fetes and things.
It's not all about the residents, Susie. So can I ask about the carers and yourself and what you guys enjoy doing inside the space with
Inside
the residents?
Richmond House, we enjoy just a variety of things.
What's your meaningful movement?
I really like getting to know the residents. I like to know what new things we can do. If they've come in with a certain interest, I'm like, oh, really? And then you can tap into it, and to get to know somebody, you're actually really honoured.
Yeah.
I've done life histories with people and found out things that even their families didn't know. And it's incredible. It's just, I love getting to know different people. I think that's my favourite bit. You don't do care for the money, you do care because you care, And they're a great group to work with.
Because you are a community here.
And you can't do this job on your own. No. This is not a job you can do on your own. I rely on the care staff incredibly, and the management, and and they let me run with quite a lot of stuff, and I really do appreciate it, and you get great support, and that's why people stay in a job, because it's a great place to work.
No, I hope your 20 years is marked with some kind of celebration, and we'll all be raising
at least
a glass.
a balloon arch, yeah.
A balloon arch. We'll make it happen. Thank you so much, Susie, for
No
talking
worries,
to me today.
no worries.
Thank you. Jenny, thank you so much for joining me today. Would you mind just introducing yourself?
Yes, my name's Jenny Dibbs, and I'm 74, I think.
Well
I could be
remembered.
75, but I think I'm 74. I've been living here for 2 years in this very peaceful setting. I mean, the house itself is very peaceful because the residents are fairly peaceful people. And the garden itself is lovely because it gives so much tranquility for us. I like to come out here on my own quite often because it is nice and peaceful. I prefer not to come in a group situation, but that's just my choice. I'm often like that. I started being active when I was very young, when I was probably about 3,
Yep.
playing cricket in the garden with my father.
Oh, lovely.
He didn't have any sons, so he chose my sister and I. He didn't have much choice.
No.
So we had to be active with him. So I started playing cricket, and as I say, in the garden. And then I started riding a bike, and then I just went on from there.
Do you remember learning to ride a bike?
Yes, my mother taught me.
Your
In
mum?
fact, she just held the back of the saddle. We didn't have those.
The stabiliser.
Yeah, we didn't have those. I don't think when I was young, because I was young 70 odd years ago. So she just held the back of the saddle and pushed me off. You know, that's how she
I
did
actually
it.
think that's how they recommend they
Yes.
do it.
Yeah,
as well.
probably. I had access to everything I needed, so that was great.
And that followed you into your career?
Into college, where I went to PE college to train to be a PE teacher. And that was good as well. I mean, everything was good because I was doing what I loved all the time.
Doesn't feel like work then, I don't think.
No,
Sometimes.
it didn't. And I got out of teaching mainly because of my ankle, and that was when I was 50.
Can you tell us a bit about your ankle?
Well, not really. I just fell off the couch when I was getting up. My foot just lost all its feeling.
Right.
You know how occasionally things
Like
do.
numb.
Yes, it went numb, and I just went down on it,
Gosh.
and it was very well. I didn't really have any pain because it went under, and I think things were numbed. So anyway, I went into hospital, and it was a very long trudge getting it sorted.
Right.
And then I couldn't teach anymore. And what did I do then? I don't know. I think I looked after my mother then, as she was getting elderly and she needed some help. And then eventually I came up here to Scotland, where my best friend lived, and helped her look after her mother until she went into a care home.
You've described there being very active, and that's been a really important part of your life.
Yes.
And to now being someone whose immediate world is slightly smaller because of your ankle injury, how do you look back fondly on these things, or are you just looking forward?
Well, I have to look forward, I think. I'm not very happy looking forward because I could be here for 20 years. And the thought of that horrifies me, not because of the place,
No.
but just because of the situation.
Okay.
But I don't know what I can do about that,
Okay.
really.
So what do you enjoy most here? We've got the garden, we've got that tranquility. So what does your movement look like these days?
Well, it doesn't look great. And I probably don't do as much moving as I should, because I like to sit in the sun. I don't like to sit in the shade. And I might just sit here and listen to the birds and try and pick them out, you know, in the trees. So the future is iffy, you know, it's really up to me to participate and do as much as I can, I think.
I think so. And the staff will help.
Oh, the
It's
staff
easy
are
to
excellent,
do.
yes.
Exactly. How do they help support you to get out and enjoy the space?
Well, mainly if there are things happening, they try and get me to come out, because I'm not always very keen, I'm very lazy. And if they'll take me out in my chair, I'm grateful.
Jenny, I'm asking everyone the same question that I'm talking to for this series. And I wonder if you could tell us, either past or present, what your most meaningful movement would be, and just give us a little explanation about that.
When I was in my 50s and I was teaching, and I had very cooperative children doing gymnastics events and things like that. And I got a lot out of them, and they enjoyed doing things for me, which was lovely. And that was really great.
That's something you're very proud of.
Yes,
Pride
I mean,
there.
I used to produce, believe it or not, looking at me, you would never believe it. I used to produce little events with gymnastics activities for them to do. I mean, we used to do activities like crisscrossing over a big box, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and very fast. And
Oh,
with
so
music.
they're coming in
Yes,
like almost
from
on
on
top
a
of each other.
diagonal.
Wow.
Yes, and they used to love it.
Yep.
They just loved it, and I loved doing it. I felt quite nervous sometimes, but I never had an accident, thank goodness, so it was all right. I hope this isn't going to be listened to by any of these children that I've taught.
We'll see. Well, they can comment online if they want.
Right. Yes.
Well, thank you. That's a really lovely thing to share with us. And
Well,
thank you for talking with us.
Thank you very much.
Mary, thank you for talking to me today.
You're very welcome.
Can you introduce yourself and give us a little bit of your background?
And anyway, I was born in a small town in Wales called Ebbw
Evervale.
Ebbw. And Ebbw is the valley of the river Ebbw.
Okay, beautiful.
That's where I was born. And I was an only child. But when the war came, we had children from London and the South Coast evacuated. So for 5 years, I had 2 brothers.
Okay, yes, from
Which
London.
was lovely. It was lovely. And I kept in touch with them till they died. Both died a couple of years ago because they were older than I was. But yeah, so then we moved from Wales to Somerset. And I never wanted to move from Wales to Somerset.
No, you didn't like Somerset as much?
But I lost all my friends, you see. I didn't know anyone.
Yes.
And you see, I just finished school, so there was no way of
Getting to know people.
getting to know people. I did eventually. I got to know a very nice looking boy that lived opposite.
Excellent. Well, what we're talking about today is around how being able to be in gardens or nature or being able to be in spaces that bring us joy
I do.
is
I
important.
love gardens, I think.
What do you love about your garden here?
I think it's the variety in here. You know, the trees and all the other.
And I've heard so many birds since I've just been
birds,
sat.
Yeah, lovely, yeah.
Do you like listening to the birds here?
Oh, I love the birds, yeah, lovely, yeah. I always encourage birds in my garden.
Yes.
You know. Used to put seed out and
Yes. Were you a keen gardener?
I was, yes, I loved the garden, yeah.
Yeah. What do you do in the space here?
What do I do?
Yeah.
Well, I read a lot.
Yeah, lovely.
I do my tapestries.
Oh, you do tapestries?
I do tapestries, yeah.
Beautiful. Like to pattern or?
Or pattern, yes. I'm doing pushing covers at the moment.
Beautiful. What, either now or before you moved here, what would you say would be a meaningful movement for you?
Or swim, yeah. That's what I would do now, swim, yeah.
Swimming.
Yeah.
Did you wild swim a lot in rivers?
Well, yeah, I swam in rivers, the sea,
Yep.
because I lived at the seaside for a long time.
lovely.
I see.
Lovely.
And we learned to swim when I was in school.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, because we had a teacher. We had a nice swimming pool in the town,
Yeah.
and we learned to swim with a man, and he had a long pole,
Yes.
and it had a belt on the end. You know, like a
Like a belt for your trousers.
like a floating thing that weighs
Oh,
you.
yes,
And
yes.
he taught you to swim that way. You walked along the edge of the pool, and you were in this thing, and then you didn't realise he'd slipped it
That you'd
off,
taken it off.
and you were swimming away.
Wow. That's excellent. How old were you, do you think? When
9.
You were 9 when you learnt to swim?
If somebody said to me today I could have a wish to come to, I go back to Wales to live.
Next to the sea.
I'm back to Wales, back to the sea, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary, for sharing that
Oh,
with
you're
us today.
welcome, yes. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, Margaret and Mary, for joining me today to have a little chat in this beautiful garden at Richmond House. Would you just mind introducing yourselves?
Yeah, this is Mary, my mum, who's 91, and I'm Margaret, her eldest daughter.
Nice. And you've come from
I've come from Ellen in Aberdeenshire.
Aberdeenshire. Wonderful. Lovely to meet you both. Mary wearing a beautiful bright hat, which I think the birds are singing to today. I'm wondering if you could tell me a little bit about Mary when you were a young girl and how you liked to be active. I think Margaret was saying about walking.
She walked a lot. She was brought up in a mining village near Stirling called Cowie.
Oh yes, I live in Stirling, no Cowie.
And she wanted to be a nurse, but because in those days you were put out to work generally as soon as you finished school, so she couldn't be a nurse, and she became a bus conductress.
Wow. And where did you like to walk?
She just walks everywhere, and she
Everywhere.
danced. She loved dancing.
Dancing, so music's a big part of your life as
Yeah.
well. You still like dancing, Mary?
She does. I've got a
Yeah.
video of her at
Yeah.
Christmas dancing with me in here,
Oh, lovely.
and she dances quite a lot with Susie.
With Susie. I know that they do a lot of music and things here as well.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic here.
Yeah.
Mum was in a home in a different town, and it's totally just chalk and cheese.
And you said that Mum worked here, Mary worked
She
here.
worked here when my dad died, and she had to walk up and down the hill. We lived in the very bottom part of Crieff,
Right.
so she had to walk up and down that hill all the time. So she was
Well,
very
that
fit.
Keeps you very fit. That's a steep hill.
Yeah.
Would you go further afield for a walk? Up in the hills or?
Mum didn't really do that. She went to the park.
And what is it about the space here? We've got this beautiful garden. Mary, do you use the garden very much?
She does love the garden. Every time we come, down here, we walk round the garden. And she likes, in particular, that mirror that's over there for some reason. And she knocks on it and says people's names.
Oh, how lovely. And do you like sitting with Mum in the garden here when you
I do,
visit?
yeah.
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 It's a very peaceful space.
It is, and it's just me and Mum.
Yeah.
You know, there's nobody else.
So what would you say is meaningful time that you spend together now?
Just coming down and visiting and spending time with her out here.
Lovely. Well, thank you for talking to us today, Margaret and Mary.